guys, today I'm going to be showing you how I get my beachy waves. I get asked all the time about this. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you can always see my videos as I post them each week. I will also be listing all the products I use below and posting the links so that you know where to get them and how much they are and what they are. I don't feel like there's any way that I can go through this whole video without pointing something very obvious out. So, Colby thinks he's funny. I have had to walk around with this. And I'm 26 and I'm married and I can't wear my hair up at the gym and I'm embarrassed and nervous that people are looking at it. I'm just gonna get that out in the open so that you all can just stare right at it while I'm making this video. All right, let's get right into this tutorial. So last night I washed my hair and I deep conditioned it, got out of the shower, put in a leave-in conditioner and some oil on my ends, and I just let it air dry. Okay, so I'm going to start off by sectioning my hair. I'm going to section it into 3 sections. And I'm just using one of these little white clips. So I pull the hair around in halves, just to the sides. And I'm using a 1 1/4 inch barrel curling iron with a clamp. And what I do is, first, I prep my hair. So I think this is the biggest reason that my hair tends to look beachy and that the curls last longer is that I'm using a texture spray and I prep my hair with it, and then I also use it after I'm done curling my hair, and I'll also use it to touch my hair up throughout the week. So my very favorite one is the Paul Mitchell Invisible Wear Undone Texture Spray. It's so great. I prep my hair with the texture spray and I do a good amount. So your hair's gonna feel kind of, kind of sick. Then I grab about a section. My sections are pretty big. I pretty much just do 2 sections on each side when we're starting out on our bottom half. So I take a section, and on this row, we're working away from our face. So I tilt the curling iron down and I twist the hair around the curling iron and I keep tension on it. So as you can see, I'll show you on the next one. As I'm wrapping it, the hair is twisting within itself as well. Then I'm also leaving about that much, about 1.5 inches to 2 inches out of it. Then I let go of it and I run my fingers through it and I kind of scrunch it and just mess it up. Then I grab my next piece. I'm also pretty messy when I do this, because I feel like the bigger the section, the messier the sections, the prettier it's all going to be. Okay, so let me show you what I mean by it's twisting within itself. So instead of holding the hair and letting go of it and making sure that it's just like a ribbon going around the barrel perfectly, I instead hold it tight and I see how my hand's twisting, so the hair itself is actually getting twisted as I'm wrapping. It's really easy. I feel like that sounds really complicated and it's not. It's really natural for your hand to just do that itself anyway. So don't overthink it. Just keep hold of this end of the piece as you wrap it. Moving on to the side, same thing. Okay, and when I'm done with the section that I did, I do go back through and I spray it with the texture spray. in an upward spray as well. So I'm spraying from below rather than up high. Spraying it from below is going to press air and texture into the hair, up into the hair shafts, so that it almost separates it and makes it bigger and messier. Okay, then I'm going to move on and take my next section of hair. This one I take right above the temples. I'm gonna prep the hair, pull it around to the sides again. Okay, so my first piece that I'm taking, on both sides, I will still be wrapping away from the face. And also make sure that you are holding the curling iron close to your head. You want to start your curls up high, as opposed to starting them like halfway down the hair. This is gonna really help with the beachiness, and it's not going to just appear to just be flat and then curls. This is where it's different. On this section, you're gonna take your piece and you're going to wrap towards your face. So still hold the curling iron down and just bring it towards your face, still holding it so it's twisting like I taught you earlier. So then you'll also wrap this one toward your face. So this entire section, this center section, is going to all be in the opposite direction of your first section, if that makes sense. So all just going towards your face, except for the ones that are around your face, those two pieces. The reason you want to keep those two pieces on the sides of your face still going away is it's just more flattering on the face, on face shapes. And you also don't want to have to be dealing with, you know, brushing your hair out of your face all day. If those curls were going towards your face, they would just like keep getting in your business. I don't like my hair getting in my business. Like I said, away from the face, high up, so this part of the hair is getting curled. And then these pieces are gonna start going toward the face. Really get the texture spray up in there as well. This last section will all be away from the face. So that center section is the only section that is going to be coming towards the face. I also like to pull up the front of my hair and spray right where my hairline is up here. And because I like there to be volume instead of my hair just like being super flat up against my face. So holding your hair up and spraying will give you some volume. Once again, holding downwards and twisting the hair. I also have my curling iron heat set all the way high, like to the highest. Everybody's hair is going to be different as far as how long you hold the hair onto the curling iron as well. Some hair is thick and stubborn, and some hair is thin and sensitive, and you won't need to hold it as long. If you have a good curling iron, your hair should not fry off. Like, you shouldn't have to worry about burning your hair by holding it too long. Now, you should not just go to town and let your hair sit on the curling iron forever, because that's not good either. But what I'm trying to say is if you have a curling iron with controlled heat, that you can control the temperature, most likely you're not going to have an issue with burning your hair with it. There's all those scary YouTube videos of people burning their hair off with curling irons. We don't want that. Okay, so now I just basically run my fingers through it mess it up, shake it around, spray it. While it's still warm, this is a good time to play with it and pull on it till you're happy with what it looks like, because it's still able to move at this point. And if you see pieces you don't like, you know, you just go back in, fix a few. And I tend to like my hair best on like day 3 of doing this after curling it. I really don't like freshly curled hair, like at all. Basically, this is all I do to get my beachy hair. I think another big key is to spray from the bottom upwards. It's going to give fullness, like you're seeing, like it just presses it up. This does not leave your hair feeling sticky. It's very light, but you can still feel grit in your hair, which is what you want, so that your hair can still stay nice and messy and not go flat so easily. As far as sleeping on it and how you wear it at the gym and how you shower, I want to give you a few tips. So basically my routine is I wash my hair on my day off. I allow it to air dry completely. Before bed, I curl my hair like this. Then I sleep on my hair in 2 different ways. The first way, so I flip my head upside down and I grab all of my hair and I pull it literally like on top of my head. I twist it like so, and I just make a bun, a messy bun. And I use this clip like earlier, the one that I used to separate my hair, and I just find a spot right where my ends were, and I just clip my hair somewhat in the front so that when I sleep, I'm not feeling the clip. This is such a better alternative than an elastic. An elastic is going to trash your hair. I know you all have breakage around your chin and or underneath your hair, like in the bottom. That is all because of your elastic. If you think about where your elastic sits when you have a ponytail, whether it's a low pony, a mid, or a high, the hairs that are getting tension from you tightening your pony or having just a tight pony in general, the elastic is wearing on those hairs, the hairs that are actually the ones that end up to be around your face. That's why those break, is because there's so much tension on them. But I just think a clip is the best option. Also, they're so cheap, so that's great. Now, another way that you could do it, braiding your hair in a low braid and sleeping like a loose low braid and just putting like a really loose elastic on the bottom of your hair to tie the braid off. That's still gonna give you like a wavy appearance once you take the braid out in the morning, so that's great too. The bun, the twisted bun, makes my hair even better when I take it out. The reason I twist it instead of folding it over into a bun is because twisting it is not going to create any weird kinks and lines, and it is going to go into the same rhythm as your hair curls already are. So it's just keeping all your hair curled as you sleep, which is so great. Then you wake up in the morning and you can take it out and there's no work to be done. Especially if you like it to continue to look more messy as the week goes, then it's just great because that's what ends up happening. It just gets more messy. Another thing I want to go over is when I shower, I put my hair up in that same bun with the clip. If I'm feeling like my ends are a little like dry, I love this Boomerang Restyling Mist. It's also from Paul Mitchell. I like this because it's like a detangler, but it's just like a moisturizing boost. You don't have to use it on wet hair. It's preferred to be used on dry hair, and what it is for is to just like give your hair life again. So I often towards the end of the week, before I shower, I will spritz the bottoms of my hair with this and not soaking it, just getting it lightly wet. And I will once again tip my head upside down, put it in one of those buns, clip it, and I will shower. And the steam from the shower mixed with the restyling mist, mixed with the curls you already have. When you take your hair out after the shower, it is phenomenal. Also, if your hair is feeling dry on the ends and you feel like your restyling mist isn't doing the job, I go through phases where every night before bed I use an oil on my ends, and it almost looks greasy when I put it on my dry hair, but by the time I wake up my hair has absorbed it. My ends feel so good. And then as I go throughout the day, I just continue to just pull on my hair like so, like just pulling little pieces here and there. And this gives it just a little texture, and because you've sprayed it with the texture spray, it's gonna kind of make it, it will hold when you pull pieces out, and it just makes it continue to stay looking fresh and big. It's just so simple. Everyone can do it. Cute. Alright guys, thank you so much for sticking around and watching this tutorial. I will see you next week.